Hold up, wait a minute, put a little love in it.
Hi, I'm Jay.
And I'm Ed.
And this is the Jay and Ed Variety Show.
Episode 9. Is it 9 again?
Yeah.
9.2.
9 again. It will be 9 all year.
Well, I meant remind me again? Is it 9?
9.
Would have been
It
a
is.
more.
It is 9.
Okay, so you ready to hear the story
Yeah,
about my smoothie?
So wait, from my perspective, here's what happens. Ed and I go out for lunch today. He gets a smoothie.
Yep.
And in the car on the way back, he says, I have a story to tell you, but I'm waiting till we film the Jay and Ed Variety Show.
Here it goes.
Here it goes.
I went to the smoothie place. What's it called? Like yogurt and whatever. I meant to bring the cup as evidence.
Yeah.
But I forgot. You know the smoothie place at the food court?
Not the Julius.
Across the street from Hot Topic. Not across
Yeah.
the story's terrible.
No, it's good. I'm with you.
And I ordered a large green smoothie.
Like spinach and stuff in it.
Yeah, it's spinach, bananas, yogurt, and a touch of honey, I believe it says. It's really good. And I said to the girl working there, and this is what tipped me off to the fact that she may have peaked in the career world. Working at the smoothie place at the food court at the mall.
Yeah.
I said to her, how's your day going? And she said, oh, pretty well, but I'm probably sick. And she reached into the spinach,
Oh.
grabbed it out, and put it into the blender.
You can't say that.
And she said, to clarify, as if it made it better, it's not that bad. It's probably just a sinus cold or something. And then continued inserting the ingredients.
Smoothie.
So a tip to all of you future career-minded students out there. If you're ever working in the food industries and someone asks, how are you? Never respond with, okay, I'm just probably sick, and then hand them their food.
Man.
That happened to me today.
Wow.
Anyways,
Gross.
down to business.
Hey, if you're in high school and you want to go on a retreat this fall, and you do,
And you do.
you want to come with us to the big one for high schoolers, September 25th through 27th.
Yep.
You know, think about this plan?
It's all right
All
there.
that stuff I can't always
It's
remember.
good.
It's right here. The cost is 75 doll hairs, and the deadline to
You may have
sign-
just screwed yourself.
Yeah, dollars. And the deadline to sign up is September 20th. Speaking of screwing myself, I want to give an update on last week's show.
Yeah.
I did just spend $10.68
Oh, it's true. I was there.
on a box of Twinkies, so I have fulfilled my...
On 2 boxes.
No, I just got one. Shipping.
Oh.
Shipping. You know how much it costs to ship a Twinkie these days?
About $4.
About that. So that's something.
That is something. Hey, thing number 2. This is a very specific one. If you're in 7th or 8th grade and a male, boom, you know who I'm talking to. Hey, we're starting something this year called U Starts. What's a U Start? I don't know. You tell me. Here's the deal. You get to start a fire, you get to start a game, you get to start the grill, you get to start the conversation, you get to start the fist fight, whatever it is.
Wow.
You start the
You
adventure.
start it.
You start it. The first one we have, September 25th, that Friday, at my place. Come on over, make sure you have a permission form, all that good stuff. The deadline, which is not on here, speaking of screwing ourselves, is going to be the Wednesday right before.
Your house.
My house.
Your actual house.
My actual home.
People get to peel behind the curtain.
Yeah, so if it's like you start the vandalism, like, well, there you go. Speaking of screwing ourselves is the theme of today's episode.
Right, yeah. Speaking of screwing ourselves, I have an idea for a funny.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't plan this ahead of time, so I'm literally just brainstorming on camera.
What's happening?
We have this green screen behind us.
Doesn't look like green screen to me. It looks like a tropical forest.
Right, so here's what I think. I think one of us tells a story,
Uh-huh.
and the other one can put whatever they want behind that person on the green screen by way of humiliation. So like you could tell a story about your first puppy.
And what would you put?
I don't know, maybe like dinosaurs or something.
All right.
Isn't he a cute little guy? I don't know.
Oh, so we would like reference, like, and here's a picture.
Right,
Got
right.
it.
but the other person's in charge of.
Got it.
So I'm wearing my Superman shirt, which reminds me of a story. When I was in kindergarten, I really liked Superman, which is so different than it is today. But I used to wear the Superman costume to like school. So not on like Halloween, I did that too, but like on Tuesdays, like in the middle of the year, I just dress up like Superman. Full deal. Underwear on the outside, the whole deal. Superman. So one day I got on the bus to go to school at my neighborhood, and the third grader in the back, who was the big bully of everyone, and his name was Rocco Perla. The great name for a bully, Rocco. Rocco yells from the back of the bus, "You are not Superman." And I yelled back from the front of the bus in my best little pipsqueak voice, "Yes, I am." And he says, "No, you're not." And I said, "Yes, I am." And he said, "No, you're not." And he kept running towards me while he's saying all this. And then I woke up in the nurse's office afterwards realizing that Rocco had punched me and knocked me out, proving once and for all that I was not at all Superman. And then I got bigger and fatter, but I still wear the Clark Kent glasses sometimes.
Okay, so some of you may know that my entire childhood all the way through high school, I was a swimmer. I was a competitive swimmer. And my dad was a competitive swimmer as well, so I kind of grew up in this thing. And part of the swimming culture, as you may know, was Speedos. So I grew up as a little kid, 6-year-old going to the pool, 10-year-old going to the pool, 12-year-old going to the pool, not wearing swim trunks, but wearing a Speedo was my normal bathing suit. And it was normal to me, but I started to get to the age where I realized this isn't normal for everybody, and I started to feel weird about it. But I got really used to people saying things like, "Oh, what are those, underwear?" And I'd be like, "No, they're not underwear, it's my swimsuit." And people were like, "Oh, what are you wearing? Is that a bikini bottom?" And I'd be like, "No, it's my swimsuit." And one day, I was going to swim practice, and I always changed for swim practice at home, but for some reason, I didn't change at home this particular day. And I went into the locker room, I took off my shorts, I took off my shirt, I put a towel on my shoulder, and I walked out onto the pool deck. And as I did, this one kid gave me this really odd look, which I was used to because, remember, I was the kid always wearing a Speedo. And I said, quote, this is dead on true. I said to him, "I know they look like underwear, but it's a swimsuit." And then I walked out onto the pool deck. And I got maybe 6 or 7 steps out into the public world, and I thought to myself, that wasn't the normal "that kid's wearing underwear" look. That was more like a different, maybe more accurate "that kid's wearing underwear" look. And I looked down, and I was standing on the cement of my pool deck out in the world wearing my tighty whities. And that's when I realized that for the first time in my life, when a kid looked at me and said, "Hey, those look like underwear," he was right. And from that point on, I wore swim trunks. Who told the story? I don't know how to respond.
We didn't sort that out beforehand.
That was one heck of a story in those pictures.
You did great.
You did great.
Yeah.
You both did great.
Everyone did great. Last week on the Jane Variety Show, we told you about a G-Night that
This is my
we
drum roll.
knew nothing about.
Now we know everything
Now
about
we know
it.
everything. The G-Night is going to happen on September the 11th at the Wine Gardens house, where there's a giant pool waiting for us.
What else?
In addition to, they got tons of stuff.
Last time I was there, I broke a chair.
Yeah. Yeah?
Yeah.
I remember the cheerleading.
Oh yeah, I also did really well at cheerleading last time I was
5,
there.
6, 7, 8.
5, 6, 7, 8.
They have a beach with legitimate sand.
That's where I broke the chair.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just sitting in it?
Yeah.
That's usually my thing.
Well, I did it.
Okay.
Stole it. I liked it so much I wanted to try it out myself.
Cool.
Carry on.
They have a fire pit.
Yep.
They have all the accoutrements. So, what we recommend, it's a $5 cost. We'll get some food, some shakes, pizzas, something like that. But this is a cool thing to invite friends to.
It's a really good thing to invite friends to.
No pressure, no, nothing. We're just going to hang out at the pool and swap some stories and maybe do some cheerleading and chair breaking. With Twinkies.
Can't rule it out. With Twinkies!
I get 1 box. Dude, that's
How
it.
many come in a box?
I don't know, but I'll tell you what. I will give Twinkies to the people that bring friends. You can't get those anywhere else.
The first, like, however many.
However
people
many are in the box who show up with friends,
Yeah.
get a Twinkie.
And they literally don't exist anymore.
That's right.
Well, they
That's
exist, but they're not in production.
right. These are, you get old Twinkies. So, well, that's all I've got.
That is all I have. See, you had 2 in that stack. I had 1 in this stack. That's
done.
the stack.
It's the stack. Till next time, I'm Jay.
And I'm Ed.
And we'll see you. We screwed ourselves.
What's that trick, man? Let's see it.
There we go.
What kind of trick was that?
I must confess, my heart is pounding.